Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.
Hello and welcome again, Buckeye and Friends. And if you're not one of those, then pressing. But welcome and thanks for being here again. This week I'm doing a deck profile on the decks I've been running. I'm calling it the ride along, where basically I'll show you both of my deck I'll be playing, and then I show you the game, so you can kind of figure, see if my ideas work. Sometime I play the game first and review it, but in this case, I will be reviewing the deck before playing the game, so I do not know the outcome, and I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't see the future quite yet. So just to recap how the draft went. The yellow line is who Vern picked. He picked Perfect Organism first in the first round, then picked Rachel Summers, and then he picked his spot in the bracket last. I picked my spot, got Mayor Wilkinson and Eagle. So now let's put that into pictures. So these are the two I drafted. Like I said, I really don't want to guess which one Vern picked, and plus I haven't been guessing right for almost anybody this whole season. I think I was right with my first round again, Robert Filkins. My second game against PJ, I just knew he was playing Eagle. He played Mayor, so I was wrong there. Third game, I thought Earl was going to play Eagle. He played Mayor, and I ended up losing that game. The fourth game was against Jose. I thought Jose would play the Mayor. He ended up playing Eagle. Mitch, I thought, was going to play Mayor. So, you know what? I'm just not guessing no more. Just we'll see where the ship takes us. These are two MC Vern got. If you've been going in order, you already know I talked about Rachel Summers, so you know I'm not playing her. So that leaves, that leaves the bracket first. So this is where we act. Just a recap of the brackets. You can see the people places. You can see that 3 people left, and me and Vern trying to fight out the loser bracket. So it's a small gap, and 2 big guys trying to come through it. So we both not going to fit. So only one of us is passing through. So in a bit, in real people time, we will have an answer to that question. But I will be playing the perfect organism. So let you know he's a xenomorph team, 5/2 with 5 health. He's a creature. If you're not familiar with that keyword, that just means he cannot have equipment attached. He can't have equipment at all. So he can have equipment attached. It's structurally perfection. It's a combat. I could pay a space. And melee combat, if I'm taking the defender don't strike back. And a survivor unclouded by delusion of mortality. I need 3 of these. Whenever perfect organism survive a combat, I gain an XP. So with 2 attack, that's pretty tough. If Vern played a Mare, this level would be super easy because the Mare won't be striking me and I'll be able to swing. I'll just keep perfect organism front. If he go with Eagle, which I would like to believe he go with Eagle if I was a band man, but I've been wrong a lot. But I just have to work a little harder to keep perfect organism up. And with only 5 health, I mean the low defense and the 5 health, it's just not a good combination. Back then, now, power creep, whatever you want to call it. But level 2, he's become a 9/3, so big hitter with a small backside. Still 5 health, but now he still got his first power. His second power is matched by only his hostility. He could pay a yellow on any combat. Perfect organism is defending against a melee attack. He can't be strike. So basically, you could pay this any time, but really, you can only play on your opponent's turn because that's the only time perfect organism is going to be a defender. So let's move along to the deck. So I got a few locations in here. So got the WoW, the Xenomorph WoW, got space in yellow for his superpower that's on the card. So I put the Mulano in here. So for a space, I could give every character on my side plus one flight and range. So what this do is I'm able to make a ranged attack with the perfect organism where most of the photo character, a lot of them don't have range, especially the main, so I can make that ranged attack again like an eagle or even a mirror and survive the combat. I mean, he's shooting a gun. Where he got a gun from, that's a whole different question for a different video. And I have a Wakanda in here, so I'm gonna be chasing the space gem for that. So and that more so for the parallel dimension. But once we get to the equipment, we'll get there. Now one drop. Of course, solo. I mean, solo is another one of cars like nobody had never told you you are wrong for putting a solo on your deck. So here he is. I gotta be able to survive combat, so that means I need to try to get my backside bigger, and that was solo here for. Now the runner. If I had to pick a support character that I felt most embodied my playing style, the way I like to play versus it would be the runner. I mean, it's a card you don't see much. And in that first slick, the ability don't seem that great, but he has resources, and here he is. So his ability, he lets you attack during your build phase. Was most people like, what do that do? That may not do much, but with cards running around like Morbius, I mean, I know Disney Plus cards won't be, so you can't play with anything past phase 4 in this tournament, so you won't see Disney Plus. But if you do, I mean, for that, if JJ need one more room, I could slam the run into JJ and clear him out. Now I could use a yellow power, so things like that. And of course he wanted the keepers of the time gem, so we'll go over that once we get to that card. But he's here, and I'm glad he here. I'm glad he at least got to see action in one of my games in the tournament. So glad he here and checking the box. Next up is Hit Monkey. So mercenary, so you can team attack with my main, and he give all creature, which is my main character as a creature, +2/+2. So like I said, getting that backside bigger so you can survive combat. And then Max, he's just another character. I mean, nobody had never told you you're wrong for putting Max in your deck, but here he is, and he's just weakening people for me so I can make them clean attack with the perfect organisms. Um, my 3 calls. So I got Fang the Violent again, stop the mirror. Awesome Android. So if Vern do play the mirror, he can make that attack. He get the base attack, so he'll be a 30/30. So I could get that clean attack. And then I had Taskmaster. If you see this one up here in the left corner, yeah, it got words on it. So Vern had a challenge back in the day of Odin Chalice, who I am the Odin guy. He tried to challenge me with that. It didn't go well, so he had to sign the card. So I didn't take a picture of it, but I just wanted to simulate it. But it will be in the deck. But Taskmaster is just always good against Photo because Photo got a lot of great keywords. So Taskmaster, another character, never mad that he's in your deck. Whirlwind, there are not too many guns in Photo, so he could usually do a lot of blocking for me and make some clean attack without getting struck back. So he's here. Iron Fist, Iron Fist been showing up a lot in my decks. In the tournament because like I said, he take care of Mare and he can still go toe to toe with Ego at least once. Get that +10 or can't be struck back or something just to make that swing. So he's here. And then I got Falcon again. So he get the boost, so he can make range attacks safely. And if the mare's out there, so I got counters for the mare, and hopefully I got enough to work around Ego that will happen. Equipment, I have the space skin, so the owner of the space skin is the runner. So even though this is a 6 cost equipment, if I had to run on the field, I could just attach it to him for free. And what this do is I pay a space. I can move a character to a different role, but that don't mean much to me. But I can remove a character from a game and the start turn they go to the other side. So for parallel dimension, I could just remove that from the game and the plot twist won't be able to come back. So basically, how parallel dimension work, I know I bring that up a lot and don't explain it. So parallel dimension could copy the mirror level 1. So basically making the main character 0/1 that can't be wounded. So, and since it's never level, you can never wound it. So if you're able to remove that card from the game somehow, usually either with Space Jam or out of time, if you're able to remove that card from the game, when it leaves play, it becomes a plot twist. So when they try to return back to the game, plot twist is not supposed to be played, well, not supposed to be on the field. So it kind of get confused and just stay removed from the game. It's kind of the best way to put it, but that's the Space Gem. That's why I got 4 Wakandas. I want to see it if I'm playing the mayor. And finally, plot twist Nova Core. This is a great. If you run in space, you should be running Nova Core. This is a great plot twist. You pay a space. Anything with 7 or higher attack come in to attack you, support character, you just KO it. best offense is a good defense for the perfect organism to keep him around. So with his 2 defenses, get him up to 7 so he could survive attack, get experience, and then break in the 4 for wall. That gets you a me token that's gonna be equal to your age. In my case, I'm 43, so it'd be a 4/3 with a health. But the other thing is, I can give him leader, so I could make him a xenomorph, team attack, and then make the attack come back at my me token. So I could, so the perfect organism could survive the attack. So that's the deck. I should be playing the game in a few minutes once Vern hit me back up. All the videos, of course, gonna come out, so for y'all probably won't seem like no big difference. But yeah, we'll see how it happens. So at this point, there's 2 options. I will win. I will play Earl next. I will lose, and I'll be out. Thanks again for listening. Like I said again, if you've been making it through all these, even if you only watch one, just thanks for watching. As long as I see at least 1 or 2 people watching the video, I'll keep putting out content. Thanks again, and if you haven't been in a Buckeye League, you should get there. We had our first season 9 game with mixed against Robert Smallwood, which is a great way to start off a season. So you're welcome to join the league. Check it out. And again, thanks for listening. Have a good night, good day, and just a good everything.